Okay, so y'all said y'all couldn't hear last time, so I'm gonna go ahead and try it like this, and hopefully you guys can. If you cannot, please let me know. I will try to do something better next time. I'm gonna face the camera like this time, just so you guys can see the cards. Didn't really get too much feedback on seeing the cards, just more about the volume, so I apologize for that. So I'm going to go ahead and do Capricorn first. Happy birthday to all the Cappies out there. Stay grounded. I know there's some eclipses that are going to be going on. New Year brings a lot of expectations, personal expectations. Don't feed into it. Sorry, the dog's distracted me. I feel like if you want to change, you're going to change regardless, especially being a Capricorn. Being an earth sign, you are very, you're grounded anyway. You try to stay level-headed. But I know, determining on your moon and rising sign, you could also be very go-lucky and childlike, kind of Leo-like, wanting to have fun and being, how do you say, rowdy in an essence, but only out of good fun. Like, you mean well. Like, you have a, how do you say, like, travieso? Like, you have, like, a payaso. How do you say? You have a playful, childlike clown ability where you want to just enjoy life, and that's awesome. So let's go ahead and get into your reading. I apologize if the camera shakes too much. Trying to shuffle the cards like not as vigorously as I do previously, just so it doesn't shake as much and it doesn't give you guys a headache. I will fix the setup next week. Sorry I didn't get to you guys last week. I just been really busy with Christmas and the New Year and whatnot. Had a couple birthdays and things like that. So I hope everybody is doing well. Let's go ahead and get into the reading and see what the cards have to say for our Capricorn. For the week of, what's today? The January 3rd through the 9th. What messages do you have for our Capricorn? Sun, Moon, Rising. Capricorn, January 2019. Two of Swords. You could be dealing with a air sign, possibly a Libra, or you could be following your intuition. You could be having some emotions that you are not talking about. You are feeling, but you're trying to figure them out. You're letting you're not really seeing things for what they are. You are feeling the things. We have, excuse me, we have the Magician and the Temperance for your past, present as well. Or excuse me, past, present. What the heck? See, I can't even talk. I'm sorry. Recent past. You could be dealing with, sorry, I need to get it together. Taurus, Virgo, Gemini. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius. Or this could be just you following your intuition and manifesting the balance that you want in your life. Plain and simple. With the Magician, you could be creating something. Anything that you feel that you need to create or want to create. With the Temperance card here, this could be the balance. You could be, instead of following your emotions, maybe you're following your passions. This could be either way around. I'm going to go like this since this one came out first, just because it landed right here, and then this one came out second. Excuse me. As I was saying, in your recent past where you could have been manifesting the things that you want, the life you want, the career that you want, pertain it if it resonates to where it fits. If it does not, then it's not meant for you. However, after the manifestation or during the manifestation, instead of letting your emotions lead, I feel like you're letting your passions drive you, what you want, your needs. You want your needs to be met. Maybe this is you thinking emotions really don't mean anything when it's my body and my mind that are trying to tell me the things that I need to know to be happy, to find my own fire. You're trying to ignite your own fire in your recent past, doing what makes you happy for you without any outside interference. No family, no member, no friend, no lover, no anybody could really tell you what you want but you. So good job, Cappy. Awesome possum. In your recent present, I see the King of Swords, the Nine of Swords, and the Nine of Cups. King of Swords, Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra again. But you go from the 2 to the King, meaning you have grown, you have progressed. Could just also mean you're on top of your shit, for lack of a better word. Excuse my cursing. You are where you want to be. But you do have anxieties over some things with this Nine of Swords. There are some things that keep you up at night. Yeah, 4 of Swords would come out. Not so much burdens or problems, just thoughts. Again, I think if you're letting your intuition take a lead in your life right now, that's going to happen because you're in a mental state where you're no longer letting your emotions lead you. You're letting logic and you're being analytical, and that makes a lot of sense. So don't really get discouraged about having insomnia or being up at night or letting your mind wander. This could also be a meditative state. A lot of people see these swords and think, oh, this is just anxiety, this is insomnia, this is a big burden. But what I like to look at it as, yeah, it does suck that you don't get sleep sometimes, and it does suck that things are going on in your mind that you can't control. But I feel like once you grasp that, this is where this Nine of Cups come from, because then you essentially figure out what it is that you want. Again, like, this is just reiterating what you were going through. Like, I think you knew what you wanted to do, and this is like the footwork of this. Like, how do you say, okay, like I'm in a mental state right now where I need to figure out what it is I want out of life, where it is I want to go, where it is that I want to be. So in turn, I'm going to think about it and think about it and meditate and meditate. Is this good for me? Is this person good for me? Is this path good for me? Or is this going to just da-da-da-da-da-da-da? And essentially, this is why you have the Nine of Swords. But once you mentally figure out with your 2 of Swords and your Temperance and your Magician card, you will be the King of Swords, because this Nine of Cups will come into fruition. For you will be happy. And you'll just be like, okay, I'm good. I'm cool with this. Because you did the mental work. Good job, Capricorn. Hey. Okay, so your future outcome possibilities could be the 4 of Swords followed by the Chariot. And we have the Tower card. Alright, so this makes total sense, Capricorn. This is just totally reiterating everything that I said. 4 of Swords, the anxiety to keeping you up at night. The Chariot, the forward movement from this concept. You're just going to go. The Tower, not bad. Meaning, you're going to break down everything that does not serve you. And in turn, with that breakdown, hence the new Cappy. Awesome. That was like one of the easiest readings. I know it was long for me to explain, so I apologize. But I think it's a very straightforward and direct message. So I'm not going to really do any clarification. If you want clarification, just email me. I will leave my email in the description below. I'm going to pull 3 advice cards for your week to come. And we will see what the cards have to say. However, yeah, in my mind, I feel like this is just where you're at right now, Capricorn. And I know it's going to be hard. It's going to be a very difficult journey, especially since it's mental and not emotional. I know a lot of people think that emotional states are hard to get through. If you are a water sign, they are. However, Capricorn, being a grounding sign, being inside of your head with that childlike behavior, no, sometimes you guys have to ground yourself and get back to where you want to be for you. And I know a lot of people don't like that, and they think, oh, you're just being a butt, you're being a culero, like, oh, you butthead, you know. But essentially, this is what you need to do to be you, like, because you're probably all out of sorts, which is okay, because we all get like that. Don't feel bad. It's just your time, it's your season, you know. And I think that's probably why the cards said what they said, because in your season, we want growth, right? We don't want to be stagnant, you know. It's our birthday, we want to have fun. But if you're not having fun, you know, there's a change that you have to make, correct? First card out is the Voyage of the Heart. Love flows through you and to you. A wise leader. You are a beacon for others. So maybe this is why you're taking this mental journey, because you know that you have the love and the support that you need, and you know that the people that you love don't mind you working on yourself, and you know the people that love you are still going to be there at the end of the day. Meaning a wise leader, you're a beacon for others. I think maybe there are some people that look up to you. Hence this king over here. After you hit that 2 of Swords energy, you knew there was a change that you needed to make. I think people, how would you say, not put you on a pedestal for it, but they kind of admire your courage. There you go. They admire the courage that you have. I admire your courage, because it takes a lot to know that what you want to do. I'm going to put the cards like this because this is how they came out. You have 4 cards this week. Valiant courage. Take action with passion. Discovering truth. You stand in the light of the truth. Yeah, so this is pretty much just saying what I said earlier in your tarot cards. You are taking action with passion with this Temperance card, because it's no longer emotion, but you are balancing out into this fire, into this passion. And you stand in the light of the truth with this 9 of Cups, this Chariot, and this Tower. Breaking down anything that does not serve you and is not for your greater good. This is why you're discovering the truth. Okay, Cappy? Well, I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope it gave you a little bit of clarity about what's going on. If it did not, I apologize. This message is not for you. You're more than welcome to check out anybody else. I know my messages are not going to resonate with everybody, because they are not for everybody. But if they did, go ahead and leave a comment, send me an email, and I will see you next week. I appreciate you watching. If it resonated, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you on Wednesday. Have a good week. Oh, and happy birthday, guys.